welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Austin, I'm a content creator, and we're gonna do a few days in my life. We actually just got back yesterday from 10 days in Italy. That vlog should hopefully be live by now if you haven't seen that yet. So I'm basically doing a little post-trip reset and just getting back into some normal work days in my life, which I work from home, I'm self-employed, all of those things. And I am getting ready now, actually not by choice, for a couple of reasons. Number one, I am severely jet lagged, okay? Despite my best efforts of going to bed at 8 p.m. last night, I woke up at 3:30 and I couldn't go back to sleep, so I finally got up at 5:30 to start to read. All of that to say, in an ideal world, today would just be a lazy editing day, and I've been editing a bunch of Italy content this morning. However, I do need to reshoot one video for the product that I've been testing for Birdie, which is one of the many ways that I make money as a content creator. Nothing like a brand new beauty sponge, by the way, am I right? So long story short, I need to reshoot one of the videos that I submitted for the product that I tested. Was just a little too short, so I'm gonna refilm that to make it longer. However, I need to do so without any of my go-to makeup products lately because my bags did not make our connection in Frankfurt. They are currently on the same flight that we were on yesterday coming back to Newark, and I believe they are going to be delivered to us, which is honestly as much as you could ask for when your bag gets left behind in Germany. We ourselves barely made the plane, and honestly, it was more important for us to make it back than the bags. However, very luckily for me, I'm a beauty content creator and I have multiples of pretty much every product, and also brushes and applicators and all of those things, so I am going to be able to pull this off, no problem. But yeah, if I had it my way, I would not be putting on makeup right now. This is just one of those very first world problems that sometimes comes up in content creation, is needing to reshoot something. Plus, it is kind of nice to like rediscover what's in my vanity a little bit. Actually, that's maybe something I should do later today just to keep myself awake, is to go through my product bins. And I did get several packages while I was away, which we can unbox together. But to go through my beauty bins, which is where I put all new products that are sent to me. I have one bin for giveaway for family and friends, and one bin of what I need to test myself. And the test bin is currently overflowing, so I feel like I should quickly do a little mini reset and clear out of my vanity and also the medicine cabinet and drawers in the bathroom, just to make sure that I'm not using any expired products and that I am actually testing the things that brands sent me. I think I'm gonna take these photos and then do that and then see what else I can get into on the editing front for today. Speaking of, I'm really liking the look of this e.l.f. putty bronzer. I'm using the shade Honey Drip, which is ironic because I'm allergic to honey. Also, you guys, I am so excited to be reunited with my Stanley. The way I was missing this, wandering around Italy where water costs money and where ice is not available, is, oh my gosh, a world that I don't know that I could live in full time. I'm so grateful for the ice maker in our fridge. I'm so grateful for this 40-ounce tumbler that is basically glued to my arm all day. So we'll shoot these photos, we'll unbox the new products, and then we'll swap out some products that I'm not using as much for new ones that I can test. I would love to tell you we're gonna unpack, but who knows when and if these bags will actually appear here magically. According to the last tracker with my trusty air tags, they were somewhere near Greenland. Okay, so I changed back into the same shirt that I took the first batch of photos and videos in. I'm just cleaning up my camera roll. Gonna set up the video here. And then I just need to make sure that these clips are at least 15 seconds and I should be good. All right, I'm just gonna upload this right now so that I can make sure they have what they need from me. I just posted a reel from the Italy trip. I literally have so much Italy content, and then I have a few other things that I pre-filmed before I left that I honestly feel like I should just schedule out over the next few days so that I'm kind of covered on the short form front. I also unfortunately just bailed on book club tonight. I really thought I would be fine and I could power through and go, but the meeting place tonight is just a part of the city that's really hard for me to get to from Hoboken, especially like coming back. It's just logistically tricky, and I know will take a long time, and I know I don't have the energy, which is sad because I basically never ever bail on book club and I love love getting to see my friends, but I just know that I would be sitting there like an actual zombie tonight. Not to mention the thought of alcohol this week is just not even a consideration for me, given that I just drank wine every day for like 10 days in Italy. And I also just want to be here in case our missing luggage gets delivered later. I'm not totally sure when that's gonna happen. So that's the update from me. I should probably go make a matcha or something so I can wake up a little bit, and then we need to unbox these PR packages so that they're not just sitting on the counter. All right, so we got a bunch of little packages from the last few days while I've been away, so let's go ahead and open some of them. I'm cheating with this one because I did open it already. This is another product that I'm testing for Birdie. This is the Eva NYC deep conditioning hair masks, and I've tried other Eva products before, but I haven't tried this yet. So I'm curious to see how it can help my hair. It says it's made with jojoba oil and vitamin B5, which I feel like are essential to hydrate hair during the hot summer weather. All right, the next package is from Peach and Lily. They make the incredible glass skin serum. They say we've got something brewing. Ooh, okay, I desperately need this. This is the Peach and Lily Pure Radiance Brightening Eye Cream, which is exciting. It says it illuminates and depuffs. 93% said their eyes looked brighter, more awake, and depuffed. I would like to be in that 93% of people. This looks so cute. Also fragrance free. I always look for that one, recommending skincare products to people with sensitive skin. So I already can see from the exterior packaging that this is something from Milk Makeup, although I don't know what. Quench your lips. Quench your lips. New Balmaid Electrolyte Lip Balm. I've never heard of this before. I feel like everyone's been doing peptide lip products lately. Our new Balmaid Electrolyte Lip Balm is a first of its kind clean formula fueled by electrolytes for lasting hydration, smoother, plumper looking lips. Oh my god. And look at all the shades that they sent me. What the heck do we think the yellow one looks like? Your multicolor shimmer with a citrus flavor. Cute little packaging. Pretty basic applicator. I like that. I didn't smell the citrus until I actually put it on. I feel like this is unique already because like I don't own any other yellow lip balms that I'm aware of. I love all of these names. They're giving like workout vibes also. New from Pixie Beauty Lip Mask Tinted Lip Jelly. Wait, it kind of looks like the Rare Beauty blush packaging. No, I lied. It looks like the Laneige lip mask packaging that's not the classic one that I'm always talking about. I will put it on the screen, but Laneige also has a very similar product that has this little applicator built into the top here. Ooh, oh my goodness. That does look very jelly-esque. Oh wait, this one is shimmery. Oh my gosh. Okay, very interested to try these. I have a package from It Cosmetics. Ooh, Lift in a Jar with Sun Blush. Wait, I already have a sun blush. Did I get another one? Oh my gosh, yes, I do already have this one and I am loving it. So I'll give this one to a friend. They did send a new blush brush, which is exciting. And then they also sent their Confidence in a Cream, which is one of my favorite moisturizers. I feel like they can sense when you need a restock. Like they know that most of my beauty products are floating over the Atlantic right now, and they were like, here you go. And I appreciate that about It Cosmetics, I really do. So I recently did a session for YouTube's creator community. It was called Turning Views into Ventures, talking about how you can turn your content creation into a business. And they said they wanted to send me something as a thank you. And look at this. I've got a little YouTube sweatshirt here. Actually, it's not little. I believe I sized up for an oversized fit. And it's got the YouTube logo on it, so catch me wearing this in future vlogs. And it's Champion brand, so this is like my ideal crew neck oversized sweatshirt. What an excellent string of mail for me to come back to, and as usual, I'm obviously extremely grateful to all of the brands who send me their products to try and test and share with you guys. If you're ever looking for more of my like specific product reviews, I do a lot more of those on Shorts and also on Instagram and TikTok. I used to do more long form product review videos, but I feel like we are kind of in our lifestyle moment here on this channel. So on that note, if you've been enjoying the lifestyle content, make sure you're subscribed to the channel channel. I know a lot of people watch who aren't subscribed yet, and I promise it doesn't cost a thing. It's super easy, and it's a really helpful way to support me and my channel and help get my content out there to more people. So appreciate all of you who are already subscribed, and this is just your friendly mid-video reminder if you haven't already. Now, I have basically nowhere to put all of this stuff because, as discussed, my bin over there is overflowing, so I think I need to make myself a matcha, put on a podcast, and do what I can to just get organized here so that I can relax into some computer work and editing for the rest of the day and then get ready to actually film tomorrow and Wednesday so I can get a new podcast episode recorded and start to figure out the rest of the vlog. It is Tuesday, and oh my god, I was so tired last night. I literally, we just heated up leftover Chinese food that we had ordered from the second that we landed on Sunday, and there's literally no way on this planet that I would have made it to book club. And actually, it worked out because book club ended up getting canceled because after I said I couldn't go, one other person couldn't go. So we've decided to try to move book club to after the 4th of July. Because also it is very dreary and not the summery vibes here right now, which I'm thrilled about given that I just spent the last week in the 90s. And to me, this is moody, get your life back together. There's nothing to distract you weather. It was a great call to stay in last night. And as an added bonus, our bags ended up getting delivered last night. Of course, the driver somehow texted Andrew though and was like, yeah, I'll be there in an hour. And that was at 9 p.m. And normally that would not be a problem, but we were fighting for our lives to stay awake. Andrew succeeded more than I did. And yeah, so our bags are here. So they just got an extra vacation day in Frankfurt, but I'm so happy to see my suitcase here, to see my AirTag tracker, not just in the middle of the ocean anymore. So that means that I can unpack, I can throw in a load of laundry and start to reset post-trip. Also, if you're curious, I'm using these First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. I like to do this in the morning just to give my skin a bit of a reset. And then I'm trying this Versed Brightening Eye Gel. So I think I've tried this before, but I believe they've reformulated quite a lot of their products. So this one has a new applicator too, which is the little metal ball. Feels so good first thing in the morning. Then I'm gonna go in with this Laneige Bouncy and Firm Serum. I don't know that I like this as much as the overnight mask. I'm kind of neutral on it. I feel what it's doing. I think it's fine, but I don't think it's doing anything that drastic to me. Here, I'll just show you. So for me, the standout is this Bouncy and Firm overnight mask compared to the serum. I tend to like Laneige's Water Bank line a bit better. Yeah, for some reason, when it comes to firming products, I feel like I usually gravitate more towards the Ole Henriksen, the Sunday Riley. Laneige I always think of as moisture. If I need moisture, I need Laneige. ever like had a fight with your washing machine? Obviously, I was so excited to do a load of laundry now that all my clothes are back and everything, and my washing machine, I swear to God, started spinning so loudly. I actually was concerned it might explode, so I kind of like paused it, and when I took my clothes out, it literally smelled like I could smell how fast it was spinning. Also, a Tide Pod exploded on one of my favorite Anthropology dresses, so that's currently hanging to dry in the bathroom. But I don't know, we've been in this apartment for a little over 4 years now, and we've never had any issues, and I'm scared to like bring it up now because I don't necessarily want a whole new washer dryer, but maybe we need one, I don't know. Anyway, I think my clothes are finally dry now. I've eaten my yogurt, and I think I'm gonna go work from the Hive for a little bit. I have not worked from a coffee shop in so long, and I could definitely use one of their iced chais and just a different, less distracting setting to get some work done. On the agenda today, I still need to continue to go through all of my Italy content. I'm gonna start editing the Italy vlog, plan out some podcast episodes, and I wanna start creating some onboarding materials and get an agreement together for my new virtual assistant who is gonna be starting with me soon. We will probably schedule a call this week and then figure out the details. So I'm super excited about that, but before we walk to the Hive, I just wanted to tell you guys that I actually just finished Main Characters, which if you watched my unedited day in my life vlog, you saw me go to this book event. So Hannah actually signed my copy, which is very cool. And the premise of this book is basically long lost half sisters who were separated at birth, who had different mothers but the same father. Their dad actually passes away in the first few pages of the book, and then they are both left to go pick up the pieces at his main lake house, which who was the main lake house left to? That's part of the question. Which daughter kind of got the most of the dad or the short end of the stick? How are both of their moms doing? I flew through this one in just a few days. I started it in Siena. I read a good chunk on the plane, and then I've been waking up so early that I managed to finish it this morning. I think it's just a little shy of 400 pages, and I'm gonna give this one 5 stars, you guys. I think Hannah absolutely crushed it. I really loved all of the characters for different reasons, and I did not know how things were going to turn out. And this book has me ready to plan a trip to Maine. I went to Maine on like one 8th grade field trip, and I haven't been back since. So I feel like I could definitely use a little trip to Maine in my future. So super glad I got around to this, and I found out that we are going to be reading One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune for August book club, which is so exciting. I have tried and failed a couple of times to purchase this book from the local bookshop here in Hoboken, but maybe I can pop into the city early on Wednesday and see if the Strand has it, because I am gonna get dinner with my high school friends this week. Okay, let me pack a bag for the Hive, 66 and cloudy, 90% humidity. Blech. So I guess I'll bring a sweater of some kind, and it feels so nice to be just back in like jeans and a t-shirt, like the American Girl uniform, if you will. Like there's something so basic about jeans and a t-shirt, but it just feels like the only thing I want to wear right now. I just tried and failed 30 different ways, I think, to drape this cardigan over my shoulder in a cute way, so I'm just gonna wear it there. I give up. You win, cardigan. How do the like Nantucket girls do it though? Do they just have bigger sweaters? Is that what it is? I honestly can't tell. So I finished up at the Hive. It's about 1:30, and I was like, what do I want for lunch? And for some reason, the first thing I thought of was bacon, egg, and cheese from O-Bagel. So I just picked up one of those, and we're headed home to eat it now and get some more work done. I'm so excited about this. It's literally 2 p.m., but how good does this look? Oh my God. I feel like it's been a while since O-Bagel got like a proper shout out on the channel, but that is my favorite place in Hoboken to get a breakfast sandwich. There's not really that many bagel stores actually in Hoboken. There's only 4, and O-Bagel is my fave. And actually the owner of O-Bagel is opening a new cafe, I think this summer in Hoboken. It's gonna be called Mile Square Cafe. So I'm gonna be super interested to try that out once it opens, but I'm gonna eat my bagel and watch some YouTube. Curious, can you guys comment down below, when do you watch YouTube the most? For me, I feel like it's during breakfast and lunch, like as my break in the daytime. But I feel like a lot of people like to put YouTube on when they're like cleaning or working out or whatever it is. So let me know, what are you doing right now while you're watching? Or when do you watch YouTube the most? So I am over here working on some Italy recap content. So what I wanted to do was make the podcast just a very chatty recap, talking about the trip and talking about like all of the little details that I feel like I would want to fill in a friend about over FaceTime, versus my blog post is going to be a lot more like travel blogger-esque, like official, like day 1, do this, day 2, do that. Because I don't want to repeat the exact same content on every single platform, but I know people like to digest the information in different ways. And we also did a photo shoot when we were in Florence, so I was thinking about putting together a little reel that's like, oh my god, this is your sign to like book a photo shoot while you're traveling. And I was inspired by, well, I've seen some content creators do this, but also I was inspired by my friend Alyssa, who has actually done a photo shoot just like this in Florence before. And you know, those pictures by the Duomo, they do look fabulous. So this is just like the making of it. This might not be the final thing yet, but it's gonna be like, oh, you're signed to, and then I'm gonna like stitch all the photos together. Also, we did book 2 tours/classes for this trip through a website called Viator. I'm sure that you've seen them pop up if you've ever been like searching for things to do in a particular area. And I wanted to link to them in my blog post, and a little tiny light bulb went off in my head and said, wait, do they have an affiliate program? So I checked and they do, and I got approved like right away, which is amazing. So now if someone's reading my blog post and they're like, I want to take that cooking class in Siena, that sounds amazing, and they click through my link, I will make a commission if they actually purchase the class or the experience, which that is my favorite thing to influence someone to buy. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a good lip gloss, I love a good walking shoe, but at the end of the day, if I can influence you to do something fun and amazing when you're just like in Italy or wherever you are, then I consider that a great honor as well. So yeah, if you're a content creator, I feel like almost everyone has an affiliate program these days. And I do have a video on my channel all about affiliates where I talk specifically about how to get started, different programs and things like that. So I will find that and link it down below in case you want to go check it out. So it's Wednesday and I'm having a rough start to my day. Just to be totally honest. I don't know, just been feeling a lot of like imposter syndrome, like feeling like my views are low, feeling like nothing I do is working, just like having one of those days where I'm just like letting every intrusive thought in. And I really try not to do that because like I'm proud of the work I'm doing. It's just still so frustrating sometimes when like it doesn't totally feel like it's being recognized or rewarded, like all the hard work that you do. And then I'm like unloading on Andrew before he has to leave for work, and like he's already like not feeling well today because he just has a head cold from our trip. It all came pouring out. I don't know even if I'm gonna keep this in the vlog or not, but like I kind of feel like it's important that I do. Just sometimes you just have like shitty days as a creator, and I feel like it is just a constant balance between like I need to make money, like this is my job, and also like what do I want to create that I'm proud of. And I guess today is just one of those days, you know. I have these days just like anybody else, and I'm aware this is an extremely, you know, privileged problem to have. And I really just want to like record the podcast because it's already Wednesday and it needs to be edited to be up tomorrow, and I'm like waiting for this guy to come fix the washing machine, or hopefully like look at the washing machine and just tell me if I've done something wrong to make it spin like it's an actual tornado or whatever was happening yesterday to make it so loud. But anyway, I'm just gonna eat my breakfast and work on finishing up my podcast script so that it's like ready to go. Okay, that's my little update. I feel like I'd rather just like, also, I'm someone who really needs to like cry and get it out all at once so that it doesn't like stay with me all day. But I always try to like start my days on a positive note, so been just a bit of a rough start, but we're gonna power through, we're gonna get some stuff done, and we're gonna create, which is the whole point. Okay, I'm feeling more calm. I just changed and I made another cup of coffee, and I think my like little meltdown from this morning actually has given me 2 video ideas. Hold on, am I forgetting what one of them is right now? One is like a mid-year reset, like just a chance to check in and say like, okay, if I'm not happy with how this year's going, or like if there's some part of my business, whether it's like an income stream or a platform that like maybe is or isn't working for me, like what can I do realistically to like change things or make it happen? And then I think another video that is actually related, even though it might not sound like it is on the surface, is to do a week documenting one of my social media breaks, because I think the other part of it is I have just been doing a lot of scrolling and a lot of comparing lately, and I know that's not good for me, and for not just like for me in general, but I guess I just mean for creativity and for coming up with your own ideas, seeing value in your own ideas, and not necessarily having to be fed all of this other information from other people all the time, where people are putting their best face forward and best self forward, especially on platforms like Instagram. And one of my goals for the year is to take 3 week-long social media breaks. So I've already taken my first one for the year. I think I took it back in February, but for the one that I take over the summer, which maybe in the next few weeks, I think it would be cool to document it. And I should specify right now, like YouTube to me is not social media. YouTube to me is like TV more so in a sense. So what I really mean is like I want to take a week away from Instagram and TikTok. Those are the 2 platforms that I get sucked into the most, that I'm scrolling through the most. So yeah, I would say Instagram and TikTok are really the problem platforms for me. So when I talk about taking a week off of social media, I mean taking a week away from those 2 in particular. I do like love them both for different reasons, but right now, like just my scrolling habits and the spirals that I feel my mind going to, and that you can see firsthand in this vlog, are not the way I want to be spending my time, not the way I want to be talking to myself. And I just wanted to be honest about that, because I know that I'm not the first person who has felt this way or had this struggle. So that's kind of where my head is at. So let me know if that's interesting to you guys. Everyone seems to like when I do my mid-year resets. I've done a couple of them now, I think last year and the year before that. But let me know if you would be interested in seeing kind of like an offline week in my life, and I don't know, we can read, maybe we could paint or do something else that's just like not scrolling. And I think that time away from scrolling and the comparison and all of that can be really good for me. So maybe I can use that as a launch pad to institute some new, more productive, healthy habits that don't make me feel shitty. But yeah, I'm still waiting for the maintenance guy to come check on our washing machine. I kind of wish he would just come so I could start recording the podcast right away. I like to do it first thing in the morning if I can, so that I can quickly edit and get things up. But I'm gonna just work on my next podcast outline instead, and I'll check in with you guys after. Okay, it looks like our washing machine has been fixed, which I'm so grateful for. So I think I just need to make like a quick lunch. It's 12:28. Oh, thank you, past me, for getting some things in the freezer. Just gonna do a little frozen Trader Joe's meal. Oh, is the sun trying to come out? Because that would be a big mood booster if it did. Immediately after this, I'm gonna jump into the podcast recording, because I gotta record, edit, and upload today. And I'm supposed to get dinner with my high school friends tonight. I feel like I have so much work to do, and part of me is like, stay home, work, do more. And the other part of me is like, Austen, you're having a rough day. You know what would actually probably cure you is Mexican food and your friends of 15 years. So I think I should give myself the night off and go to dinner and honor the plan that was made 6 weeks ago, because getting the 5 of us together requires planning in advance. So this date was already like selected, so I'm already committed. But let me turn this down so it's not burning and put the shumai on. I'm excited for my little Trader Joe's frozen meal lunch. I don't know why. It's just the simple things. Finished recording the podcast and then I jumped right into editing. I still have a bit more to do, but if you can see, it's sunny out and I really think I could benefit from a short mental health walk right now. So I am gonna run to ShopRite and grab something for Andrew to have for dinner, which I was meant to do on Monday when I went. And for some reason, I just like didn't get anything, which is so weird of me. So I'm gonna get some chicken noodle soup because he hasn't been feeling well, and see if there's something else that he can heat up while I am out tonight. And I also need a few other random things. So I'm just gonna pop out for a minute, get some fresh air, which I think is probably very needed. And then we can hopefully finish up the edit before we head into the city later. The math doesn't make sense, but I feel like that is true. And oh my gosh, summer in the city. We are alive and well. The Union Square Green Market is out. But yeah, I am here a little early, so I wanted to pop into the Strand to see if they had Carly Fortune's book that we picked for book club. Walking by another Capital One cafe. You guys remember that from a previous vlog. My new discovery that I can get a chai latte for like $3 at one of those, so we love to see that. Oh, wait, this is such a wonderful time. Did anyone else see Max Brenner in like 2011, 2012? I used to be obsessed with this. I would literally order the chocolate pizza. Whatever you're thinking, it's an idea. The execution is interesting now that I'm thinking about it. Their hot chocolate is amazing. It's turned out to be a very nice night in the city, although I totally struck out on greeting cards at ShopRite, which I should have predicted. So while I'm at the Strand, I'm going to quickly see if they have some as well. I feel like they must if they have stationery, invitations of any kind. That would be amazing, and it would be great to shop small, or shop from the Strand. It's still going into like a brick and mortar storefront and supporting that business. Hello, I found you. It's the place to be. Are you excited? This is Kat's choice of restaurant tonight. She's very excited to show us the queso, so see how it is. You're at the table. Soon with AI, we can probably. Really nice. Yeah. Just stop doing that. Every time we choose this, I Okay, making a mental note to come back to Torch and Crown sometime this summer because the vibes are vibing over there. Walking past the Barnes and Noble. This is where I went to Olivia's book event. I can't remember if I vlogged that or not, but that was last summer for her debut novel, which was really exciting. The vibes are right on this summer night. Hey guys, I took a few days away from the vlog post crash out, for lack of a better word, and I'm feeling much better now. I took a few days away from social media. I got to see family and essentially touch grass. That always makes me feel more grounded, and I'm feeling much better headed into what is going to be Q3, which is so crazy. I really hate when I experience moments of self-doubt, but I am glad that I was able to share that in this vlog and that this is a comfortable space for me to be real about when I'm not having a good day and share that with you too, because I love being productive and I love being a business owner and being accountable for what I do and getting things done, but some days you really just need to give yourself a break and time to take a step back, get some perspective, and realize that it's just a bad moment. It doesn't have to be a bad day. And you know, there's always time for me to improve my analytics and my views, but right now I want to focus on creating content that feels authentic to me and connecting more with you guys. So hopefully that has come through in this vlog so far. But anyway, in the midst of all of this, I was invited by the Morgan Library in to see their exhibition they have up right now about Jane Austen, who, if you don't know, is who I'm named after. And who named me after Jane Austen? My mother. So when the Morgan invited me in to see this exhibition, they said I could bring a guest, and I knew that I had to ask my mom to come with me. So we had a really nice mother-daughter day in the city, and then we came back to Hoboken for lunch, but I wanted to take you guys inside of the exhibition. It is up in the city through September 14th, so if you're in the area, definitely go check it out. So that's a little look inside A Lively Mind, an exhibition on Jane Austen at the Morgan. So thank you to the Morgan for having me in. I thought the exhibition was really well done. I couldn't believe that I got to see so many letters that Jane Austen had written to her sister Cassandra. They also had some early edition copies of some of her most famous books. They had a whole display shelf where they showed all of her most famous works translated into other languages. I really enjoyed getting to see this show and learn more about her life, and obviously bring my mom along with me as well. But thank you guys so much for watching this week's vlog. I feel like it was a little bit all over the place, so if you've made it with me up until this point, leave a little heart emoji in the comments so that I can come down and say thank you for sticking with me, especially through a little bit of a crash out and all of the insanity with losing my bags and just being jet lagged and trying to get back on track with everything. And I'm really looking forward to the rest of 2025. I am going to be doing a mid-year reset video, so be sure to subscribe and stick around if you want to see that. We'll do a little check-in on the goals we set back in January. If you feel like you need a little accountability or just want to come along for my check-in, definitely be sure to stick around and stay tuned for that video next. I really appreciate all of you guys being here. Thanks so much for your support and for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.